Last night's game, Thursday night's game, was absolutely brutal from the Texas Rangers perspective and point of view. I just tweeted about it, and I'm going to talk about my thoughts on last night's unprecedented, brutal, ridiculous loss. But I'm also going to talk about from the Tampa Bay Rays perspective. It's Friday morning as I'm filming this, and I just watched the Tampa Bay Rays pregame show. They're playing Miami right now. They have an early game, a day game on a Friday after a night game on a Thursday. Brutal schedule for the Rays. That said, they've won 12 of their last 15 games. Be nice for us to go on one of those runs. If we go on one of those runs, when we go on one of those runs, I suspect we'll be in first place. If we do. That said, what the heck happened last night? Well, I've watched Rangers Twitter, Rangers X, implode, explode for quite some time. Bunch of lunatic takes on there. Fire Bochy, fire CY, cut Semien. What's Josh Young doing? I can tell you who lost the game last night, and it was Robert Garcia. I can tell you who won the game last night. It was Camillero for the Rays. Let's get to it. So first of all, when you started off this morning watching the manager, Kevin Cash, of the Rays talk about yesterday's game, he didn't talk about Semien blowing it. He talked about Josh Young blowing it. He didn't say that the Rangers blew the game. From his perspective, and I agree with it, they took advantage of some opportunities. I'm going to say, from the Rangers' perspective, my perspective, this is on we don't have a closer, Robert Garcia. I like Robert Garcia. I was hoping he would be the closer, especially after Luke Jackson didn't look good at all. But when we got him, I thought, this guy might be the closer. And then we got Martin. Okay, I thought he might be the closer. And I still thought and still think maybe Mark Church might be the answer at some point. But whatever. Today, the closer, yesterday, the closer was Robert Garcia. Here's my take. My quick take on the walk-off infield 2 RBI single in the Rangers game. Did you hear what I just said? That's insane. Josh Smith was at first, and yes, he hasn't played first much. But they tell first baseman if you can get to the ball hit to your right to go get it. He was already positioned quite far from the first base bag, and in the end, he could not get to the ball. Not great. In addition to that, Semien was playing way towards the shortstop side at second base. Robert Garcia has to get to the first base bag. Seriously, 2 nights in a row for the Rangers? Are you kidding me? Just brutal. The larger problem last night was his effectiveness on the mound, though. Base runners matter. Garcia comes in. We have a lead. He gets the leadoff hitter, and then single. Walk. Single. First 4 batters, 3 guys get on base. That opens the door. Magnum, however you say it, flies out. Now we got 2 outs. We can still win this game. But the door has already been opened. First 4 hitters of the inning, 3 get on base. Then, a ground ball to Josh Young. It was called a hit. Where and how the ball was hit was very unlucky for Texas and could have been an out, but it wasn't. It wasn't an error. It was an infield hit. That's the way baseball goes, Ron Washington would say. The door had already been opened by Robert Garcia. Walk, hit, walk. Hitter 2, 3, and 4 in the inning. Then the walk-off infield chopper. The walk-off infield chopper. Smitty moves to make a play on the ball. Now, had he been positioned more conventionally, he just runs over to left, stands on the first base, receives the throw from Marcus. Easy out. But the defense had been set. Smitty was way to his right. Marcus was way to his right. With that positioning, Josh probably thinks Marcus isn't going to get there. He gets there easily. It's a wrong call on Josh Smith's part. They tell you if you can get it at the first base, if the ball's to your right, if you can go get it. Garcia's got to cover, which he didn't. Smith takes himself out of the play. He makes the wrong move, but he's aggressively trying to get the ball. Semien makes the play, and there's nobody there at first because Robert Garcia hesitated. 2 nights in a row, pitchers fielding practice, spring training stuff, they don't get over and cover. But that's not the game. That mistake by Robert Garcia, the hesitation and or the mistake by Smitty, going for a ball he couldn't get to, and or that mistake by the defensive positioning, putting them too far over to the right. Any of those 3 things don't happen, and we win the game. 4-3, put out, game over. But the mistake by Garcia ties up the game. And the decision by Camillero, who had already singled in the run to get them within 2, he's elite, by the way. He's elite. He's elite. He's elite. He was the best player on the field last night. He's a 21-year-old. Insanely good. Whatever. He's on second. And what do you do? What do you do when you're on second and there's 2 outs and there's a ground ball to the second baseman and you go thrown over to first? You try to score. Yeah. And he's going full throttle. And the third base coach is sending him. Why not? Likely, when Junior takes off, he thinks Semien receives it, throws it over to Smitty or Garcia, and the game's over. But he's going to bust it in case something happens. Maybe they throw it away. Maybe they bobble it, whatever. Garcia didn't get there. Semien didn't throw. Semien wasn't instantly ready to fire home. If he's instantly ready to fire home, he throws a strike. We get him out and we're going extra innings. If he thinks it like he does, if he kind of doesn't see I've got to play, and then still throws a strike to the right spot, we still get him. But instead, Marcus throws it where he does. It wasn't a horrible throw, but it wasn't good enough with Junior Caminero coming in so aggressively. It is what it is. Garcia was left late and didn't get to the bag. Semien didn't think a runner from second would be going home. The Rays took advantage of an opportunity with the bold, insane base running. And it paid off. A bunch of silliness happened, but the Rays won because of their hustle and risk-taking. A runner's going home from second because why not? His expectations 4-3 foot out. Game should be over. But he hustles just in case, and it paid off. The Rangers lost that game because the closer let 3 of the first hitters in the 9th inning reach base in the 9th inning. The young play was just bad luck. I didn't like the positioning of Smith. I didn't like the positioning of Semien, but that's me looking back in time, right? The loss is 100,000% on Robert and Garcia. Not covering first base, tied the game. The insanely bold, aggressive base running fooled Semien and won the game. Just brutal. Just brutal. I don't know. What do you do? I don't think the answer is firing Bochy. I don't think the answer is firing CY. I had people cussing on X at me, to me on X last night because saying disgusting things about Marcus Semien. That's how baseball go, people. I didn't like it. It was brutal. I hated it. Maybe we should relax on the insanity and vitriol. It was ugly, though. It was brutal. But from the Rays' perspective, 12 wins in 15 games. Hustle rewarded. Caminero coming in clutch. It sucks. It sucks right now being a Rangers fan wanting them to win. But I still say this team will win because of its run prevention, and that has not stopped. Our run prevention, our pitching, and our defense will be what wins the games for the Texas Rangers should we start winning. That's what's happening in Tampa Bay. They're not scoring 8 a day. Their run prevention is winning games for them. Our run prevention will start winning games for us as soon as we start scoring 4 and 5 and more consistently. Let's hope that starts tonight. We shall see. I'm going to drop another video, a preview of the upcoming series. If you want more of me and of that, we'll go watch that video. It'll be up probably half hour after this one is. Appreciate you watching. Have the best day ever. Go Rangers. That was brutal.